Well, if God truly prepares us, what do you and I need to do to be prepared? I mean, if God's going to give us the tools and stuff, what do you and I need to do to be prepared to become influencers of other people, leaders of other people, people who share our faith? What kind of things do we need to do? Let me read Ezekiel again. Ezekiel, that motivational prophet. Here's another, and you probably remember hearing this in some of the Sunday readings. Ezekiel, this is when he was first called by God. He didn't know what to do or how to answer. But listen what happened when God called Ezekiel in a vision. As for you, son of man, now listen, obey me when I speak to you. Be not rebellious like this house of rebellion. It was then that I saw a hand stretched out to me, which was written on a scroll, which he unrolled before me. It was covered with writing, front and back, and written on it was lamentation, wailing, and woe. He said to me, listen, son of man, eat this scroll. Eat what is before you. Then go speak to the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he gave me the scroll to eat. Son of man, he said to me, feed your belly and fill your stomach with this scroll that I am giving you. I ate it, and it was sweet as honey. He said, son of man, go now to the house of Israel and speak my words to them. Eat this scroll. He didn't say read the scroll, memorize it, and then go tell everybody about it. He said eat it, become it, then go. That's a little different, isn't it? But that's what we're called to do at the Eucharist, are we not? We are called to receive Christ and then go and be Christ to others. Eat this scroll. So the words and the teachings that we learn, we are not supposed to memorize. We're supposed to live and come alive with. A number of years ago, I heard a story about Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was speaking in Washington, D.C. to a crowd of 5,000. Now, there were 4,998 people out here, but there were two very special people up front, Bill and Hillary Clinton, sitting in the front row. Mother Teresa was talking about abortion, and you know her stand on abortion. Bill and Hillary, you know their stand on abortion. So, here's Mother Teresa speaking and sharing the truth to 5,000 people. When she finished, 4,998 stood up and applauded wildly. Now, the man who told this story said, can you imagine the courage it took for Mother Teresa to do that, knowing the president and his wife were sitting in the front row? Can you imagine the courage it took for Mother Teresa to do that? When I heard this man, this preacher, share the story, I said, you missed the point. You see, it took no courage for that woman to do that. None, zero, because all she was doing was sharing what she knew to be true. And when you and I know the truth, it's easy to share, isn't it? It's like telling your kids to stay off drugs. That's easy to share, isn't it? Because you know it's the truth. So what you and I need to do is discover the truth in our lives and then just go share it with people. And then we'll stop being so terribly concerned about those things that once held us back. When you and I know the truth inside us, it's easy to go give it away. Let me give you another example. Father Bill Griner, you know Father Bill? He's been all over St. Michael, Epiphany. He is now with us at St. Bernadette. He's retired, but he joins us every Sunday, either at our campus or the other campus. There are two St. Bernadette campuses. Well, Father Bill, a number of years ago, was giving a lecture workshop at Mother Goose. And he had about 50 individuals sitting, a crowd like what we have here. They were sitting in the church. And Father Bill asked this question, what makes a good lector? What makes a good lector? Well, he was kind of like a fourth grade teacher because everyone had their answer, you know. Stand up straight, don't stand up too straight. Somebody else would say lock your arms, and the next person would say, well, don't lock your arms, you don't want to do that. Eye contact, enunciate, you know. Everybody had their own answer, but Father Bill was going, yeah. he was like that fourth grade teacher. He had his own answer. He was just going to let everybody talk, and then he's going to share his answer. So finally, everyone shared their answers, and finally, he walked over and picked up the book, and he said, here's when you become a good lector. When you believe what you read, you will become a good lector. Isn't that real? Isn't that the real deal? You see, when you start to display what you know to be true, and it comes from here, it's the truth, you'll be a great leader, a great influencer.